Manchester United has been and gone. We're out of the FA Cup. We still have the FA Trophy to look forward to, but we do have lots of money in the bank. I don't know if we can spend it or not. I'll try. Roll intro. Hello and welcome to episode 15 of Non-League to Glory. I'm Adam, and on today's episode we have an away game against Woking, followed by an away game against Wrexham. Hopefully we don't have a replay against Woking, as that may interrupt. So last you were with me, we had played Manchester United in the FA Cup third round and then drew 2-2 with Maidenhead after going out. We then followed that up with a 2-0 victory in the FA Trophy. I was hoping that wasn't that meant the hangover was over. We then drew 1-0 with Harrogate and were beaten by Aldershot. In retrospect, that defeat to Aldershot doesn't look as bad, which we'll see why when we look at the table. But then we beat Macclesfield 2-0 and Dover 2-0. The reason why it may not have been so bad is if we look at Aldershot, who are running away at the minute, 75 points. And that, coupled with the Halifax game, are the only two defeats we've had. We are drawing too many games, but we do have a game in hand over Aldershot, which will make the gap 5 points. And we are above Barnet with a game in hand. So today's game, we are playing Woking away in the FA Trophy, and the board are looking for a semi-final if possible. And so the team we're going to send out to do this is Dewhurst in goal, Johnson, Odesina, De La Fuente and Sola, Estrada, Otranto and Magoma in the centre, Zerbin, Kimpioka and Otte up top. And we should be beating them. We should be going through, bearing in mind what we're doing at the minute, comfortably, and instantly we have a goal. Let me turn this down. It's Odesina. It's weak from the goalkeeper, but we lead 1-0. Let's have a look at this again. So it's Otranto with the free kick, and Odesina gets the header, and we are 1-0 up inside the first few minutes. And so this is a great start. If we can get through in the FA Trophy into the fourth round, we are much nearer to that goal. I think 2 steps away would be, so that would be fantastic. We also want to keep the run going. 2 wins we've had in the league, a win here would give us 3 in a row and probably catapult us back to the form that we were in before we met Manchester United in the FA Cup, which we wouldn't change because of the money. But it probably came at the wrong time, and now it is Woking on the attack, but we deal with that, and Otranto just kicks the ball out, hopefully just to take the pressure off. And it's Cook now for Woking, who finds Tehi, and it's tackled, and Otte's now clear, and Otte runs forward and he's going to take the shot, but Howes knows where it's going, easily saves. And it's Otranto now who's going to take the corner. Takes the corner in, does nothing, and it's out of play. And so at 1-0, this is quite comfortable at 1-0. They haven't really threatened us, and we have got to guard against complacency now in that second half, see us through and get us into that FA Trophy fourth round. Sola's been booked there. And it's now Woking, it's Cook, Epia, Cook, T, Boderam over the top, finds Abdo, but it's easily dealt with, and Odesina picks up the loose ball and gets it to Dewhurst, who passes to Odesina. Odesina just boots it hopefully, but Otte picks it up, takes on one man, keeper saves again, and Howes has had a great game with a couple of great saves so far. Johnson, Otte crosses it, and Zerbin's there, but he can't put it in the net, it's just wide, and it still remains 1-0. We may have to think about changing there, and we are going to have to change. There's an injury to Kimpioka, and it's suspected pulled knee ligament, so Kimpioka is going to come off. We don't have much in the way of changing this bench wise, so Juanito Lopez is going to have to play that position. We are going to change him to an inside forward and hope that helps. Other changes I would have liked to make, and in fact I am going to make them, because Johnson will tire quickly. Otranto is probably the last one I want to change for Doherty, but we're going to leave it for the time being, as Odemeo has now come on to replace Johnson, and we try to get us through. Despite the chances we've had, it still would take just one chance, and Woking capitalise on it, and this brings the tie all square again. But it looks as though we're leading out. We're not going to take Otranto off, we'll let him see the game out, and we have looked to have won. This is Otranto now, and it comes in, and is that a goal? It is a goal. It's an own goal, although I didn't see it come off. We'll have a look at this again. I thought that was Juanito. Otranto over, finds Otte. Oh, it does, it comes off Donnellan. Donnellan scores an own goal. That puts us through now, so we are in the next round of the FA Trophy, and it was a good win, so well done. So it's now on to the Wrexham game. We're away from home, and we are in need of all the points we can muster if we are going to challenge Aldershot at the top. And so the team that we are going to put out today is an unchanged team, as we don't play for another week, and I've got most of them back to match sharpness and condition, which means Dewhurst is going to be in goal, Johnson, Odesina, De La Fuente and Sola, Estrada, Otranto and Magoma in the centre, Kimpioka on the right, Zerbin on the left and Otte up top. I want them to carry straight on from where they finished in the last game, and so a nice result here will not only keep us in the hunt for automatic promotion, but we'll also see what sort of test we'll face in the next round of the FA Trophy, where I think we're about a victory in that game would put us into the semi-final, I think. But it's Summerfield now. Grant plays that out wide, and Cockerell Mollet gets there, and Curran tried to put a shot in, but it's blocked and kicked out, and it's now Cockerell Mollet again, and it's Curran. Cockerell Mollet crosses, try to get to Drinham, but it's defended easily. Summerfield now, and it's Wrexham with the pressure at the moment. Little over the top, Estrada gets it free, Otranto lays it off, Sola now to Zerbin. Zerbin turns and goes past his man and takes a tame shot again at Leighton. 6 shots so far, and that was probably the best of him, and it never looked like trouble in Leighton, and so we're struggling again to find those goals. I am not happy about that performance. They may look stressed, but they need to up the gear. We need to put in a good performance because we're losing those points. Aldershot currently 0-0. I think Barnet have already played, so they'll remain on 67. If it remained the same in a game in hand, we'd still only be chasing Aldershot down again. Juanito Lopez is going to have to come on again. Where is the passion? This has been not a great game. We haven't had much in the way of chances, and it's going to get away from us again, and this is why Aldershot are at the top, because we are just wasting. Jordan Doherty's going to come on, Odemayo's going to come on, but we have just wasted an opportunity to catch Aldershot with a 0-0 draw. And it's Otranto now. And I thought we'd pinched it at the last seconds, the dying embers of the game, but now we will look 0-0 here, and we get a nice boring 0-0 draw on the episode. So a lot of things to ponder after a great, probably just over half a season, and they're coming now. There is a tackle. We look safe at the back, we just look tired going forward. And that's probably something we need to address. and I may have broken the striking situation, but I thought we had the better. We'd signed the replacements. Be interesting to see how Angel's got on, and I am not happy with that performance at all. We'll have a look at the league table in a moment. I'd like to look at what Angel is doing. Where is Carlisle? Carlisle, let's have a look. Carlisle, Angel. He's played 5, 6 league games, scored 2, scored 1 in 2 in the cup. So, yes, he's still scoring, but I've probably made the right decision. And look, 5th choice. Zerbin's out as well. Right, we'll address that in a minute. Let's have a look. Big table, let's get that up. So, after 32 games in and another 14 still to play, we've only had 2 defeats, which is cracking. We're on 68 points. We're now 8 points adrift of Aldershot with a game in hand. We are 1 point clear of Barnet with a game in hand. Dagenham are closing up that gap. They now come on to 61, and just behind them we have Sutton, Halifax and Torquay, with clubs Chelmsford, Ebbsfleet, Harrogate and Maidenhead in those relegation places and starting to be cut adrift. If we have a look at the overview, we'll see that Otranto is on there with 9 Man of the Match awards and a 7.82 average rating and 11 assists, so he's topping those 3 charts. We don't have, he's 4th. Dewis is 4th, so he's in there. But Mitch Walker at Aldershot, there's a reason why they're top. And then Scott Loach at Barnet. And the surprising one would be the Hartlepool, who sit just outside the playoffs with a goal difference of 2. Top goal scorer is Hayes Doherty, then Colby Bishop and Timmy Abraham. If we look at the schedule, we will see that we now we'll get through probably East. We don't play Wrexham, we play Bromley. So I'm wondering whether Bromley must have beaten them. Let's have a quick look at this schedule. Am I imagining things? Yes, so it would have been Wrexham or Bromley. So it's Bromley who we're going to play. And Bromley are in the division below us. And do they have a play? They have Tillman Yarn and Leon Valentin, who won't be able to play, and are made up of lone players, and a lot of those that's not are listed, and so I would fancy our chances there, but let's not get carried away. So what we're going to probably do is we are probably going to get a bunch of these games out of the way. Eastleigh, Solihull, Bromley, Maidstone and Kidderminster out of the way. We're then going to come back, we're going to play the Hartlepool Fylde games, bearing in mind there may be FA Trophy games that stick in there or around there, but we'll come back around here for those 2 games around the Hartlepool Fylde to around the 9th and 13th of March, give or take any rearrangements. Then we're going to come back, play those games, see where we are, and then probably run through a few more and come back for those probably last 2 games of the season, but we'll see how we go. I am going to see what jobs are out there. I am going to see whether I can spend my nice £10,000 of wage budget and try and improve this team. It's the forwards that concern me the most. Although we're scoring, if we look, let's turn this on to best for view. The last time my strikers scored was against Scarborough 7 games ago. Then before that, Otte again at Ebbsfleet here, Otte here, Taylor Crossdale, who's played shocking since, and so we're struggling on that front unless we can get Otte going, and Otte is my best striker, and then Crossdale second. Crossdale's been dropped to the under-23s because he got upset over something, but he may come back in. Juanito Lopez isn't as good, and you can see where our problems are. Anyway, I'm Adam, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next episode. If you've got this far, just hold on a few seconds more. If you've liked what you've seen, please like just down there. Also subscribe, you'll see what else is coming from the channel. We've got other football content coming and potentially other series that you may enjoy. But this is Non-League to Glory. Thank you for watching. See you soon.
We are heroes tonight. We will fly above the sky. We are heroes tonight.